Hello, we are live. My name is Ryan Polito. I will be your Dungeon Master today, also known as Ball and Rye. And we're here at episode 1 of 1v1, where I play Dungeons and Dragons with one of my friends, joined today by Versus 34. If you could introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing today.
Yep, so I'm Sterling, and I will be playing Izaltee Xyrfiel, Blade Song Wizard.
And we've already played through a kind of session 0, episode 0.5 already. So this is the official episode 1 of the series, where we'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons together. And through this series, I wanted to showcase that Dungeons and Dragons doesn't have to be played with a huge party. You can play it with just one other person, one other friend, or whoever you can find off the street. And so we're here today playing through the story of Izaltee, and we're just gonna jump right into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. Last we left off, Izaltee was beginning his journey out of Omithas, in the city that he grew up and went to school in, where he graduated top of his class in Blade singing wizardry. And in the beginning of his journey, he said goodbye to his family, goodbye to his rival, and goodbye to his favorite professor that he was teaching at the school, as he began to make his journey to the capital of Arion, which is Luna. And on his journey out of the city, he encountered some wolves that got in his way, and as he put them to sleep, he pushed through and persevered through the rest of the evening to finish his journey in the city in between the capital and his home, which is Thalas. And that is where we pick up. So, Izaltee, you arrive at the dead of night to find yourself at the Scholar's Stop, which is this wooden one-story tavern inn that you see before you. And as you open the doorbell dings, and you see a elven man kind of like wiping down tables, as most of the tables are empty, as you arrive at around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., as you, rather than deciding to rest, push through and made it to the city of Thalas. So, as you see this man kind of wiping down the table, and he doesn't seem to notice you at first, what do you do?
Yeah, the bell chimed and everything. I'm gonna walk up to the counter and try and get his attention by being like, excuse me.
Oh, hello, you picking up a friend? Like that, or...
Oh no, I'm just looking for a place to sleep. Do you mind if I trans here for a few hours?
He like looks down. We do have an open room. That'll just be 5 silver. And then he like reaches behind him. You see like kind of this wall of keys. May I get a name?
5 silver.
Yes.
Well, I'm a little short. Is there any way that could lower the price?
Make a persuasion check for me. First roll of the day. First roll of the official campaign.
Yeah, better to just get it out of the way, on something BS.
Yeah. 16, nice. He looks down, looks at him. Well, you are coming in before checkout is about halfway through the night. How's 2 silver sound? We wouldn't probably sell the room anyway by now, so I'll take any income.
Well, I think that sounds perfect.
All right, well, here you are. And it's going to be down the hall. Take a right at the 3rd door down.
And yeah, I'm just going to follow that. Follow the directions, go in there. And I believe that elves, they only need like 4 hours for a long rest.
To be in a meditative trance. So the sleeping part of your long rest is just you meditating. And the rest you could do other things if you so wish. You just let me know.
Would I be able to travel, or would that like negate it being a rest?
So you've you feel like you've reached your travel limit. You've traveled about 2 days worth of travel in one day. You push through in the competition that you have with your rival, who is also making his way to Wailuna. You decided to push through that night, that day, traveling day. So you feel like if you were to try to push further, you might suffer some exhaustion depending on how far you decide to go. Your legs are tired. They're kind of killing you. This is the furthest you ever walked in a day. So you feel like you could push through. It's up to you. But you also are, this is probably the tiredest you've ever been with how much walking you've done.
Yeah, I think then I'll take the long rest.
Okay. So you sit down to meditate. How does Izaltee kind of set up his meditation?
Well, he definitely like kind of sits like crisscross applesauce in like, normal meditative stance.
Okay.
And he lays his rapier like across his lap. He's always with his right hand like on the hilt, and he places his left hand on like the long side of the blade, and he kind of just rests like that.
Okay.
And if you listen close enough, there's just like slight humming that he does throughout it. It's like snoring, but like he hums.
He hums. As you sit there and hum your tune and connect to the elven energy and spirit around you, you connect and find yourself in this peaceful state, and you end up taking a long rest. And so after 4 hours pass up, around 7 a.m., you awaken from your trance. And what do you decide to do?
Well, I guess I better get back on the move. And I head out. And would my stomach like be telling me anything right now? Like, I know it's been a while since I've eaten.
Yeah.
But, like,
you definitely hear like a subtle growl coming from your stomach, as the last time you ate was halfway through your travel, and you just took a ration, so you'd be pretty parched at this moment.
Okay, yeah, so I'd go to the tavern, see if like their kitchen is open, or if it's early enough for all that, like downstairs.
As you open the door, you begin to smell the scent and aroma of bacon and eggs and other meats that are getting cooked from the main room. So you're in this like hallway corridor where the rooms are, and then the main room where like the dining area is and the drinks and the stage and all that are. So you head on out and you begin to smell this immediately. And as you go out, you are greeted with good morning. This is a different elven gentleman that you saw different from last night. You see him, he has like kind of this like red hair that goes to about the shoulders. He is in a blue kind of vest top, and you can't really see what he's wearing in terms of pants because he's behind the counter. So you kind of make your way over. Do you sit at a table, at the bar? Where do you sit?
I'd sit at the bar. Okay. And I'd go barkeep.
Yes.
What do you all serve here? Like, what's the food like?
We just have one traditional breakfast. Usually it's a platter of eggs, bacon, and sausage. And then a bit of roll on the side.
And how long would that take to come out?
We prepare by the order. You see only a few patrons kind of already eating. You see like 2 individuals, one just like kind of sitting there just waiting on his food. He looks a bit hungover. You see him like grabbing his forehead, rubbing it a bit. It'll not take more than 10-15 minutes. Are you in a hurry? Should I have them make it quickly for you?
Yes, actually, I'd appreciate that. But yes. Please put that order in. Yeah, go ahead.
Very well then. And you see him kind of rush in the back. He says, "One breakfast, pronto." And then you see, hear like a pretty much a growly voice go, "Ah, yeah. He'll get it. He says, "Just be a few minutes." And as you wait, you see the individual over, looks over to you. You gonna drink this early?
No, I don't. I don't think I will. Maybe just I'll probably like ask for a water.
Oh, water. And you see like the individual next to you. He's Elvin, but he's a little bit. You see him a bit more muscular. You can see his kind of black hair that goes very short, almost to a kind of buzz cut like level. He kind of looks at you. You can see his eyes are like kind of red as he looks, and you smell like the breath of him drinking a lot of in the night. He goes, "Oh, you don't look like any other commoner. Where are you from?"
Oh, I'm from Omethos.
No.
And you?
Here. It's my favorite spot to get breakfast every morning after a night of drinking.
So you're here every day?
Not every day. Only after I drink. You drink, you look kind of young.
No, I don't really partake. I like to keep my senses about me.
One day, once you get older, you'll know. And then by then, you see your breakfast. Both of your breakfasts come out at around the same time. He begins eating the meat, the bacon, the sausage. You see him kind of scarf that down, the eggs, and then you see a sizable portion of eggs, bacon, sausage, and like a little roll on the side as well for you. And you see the barkeep say, "Well, this food, you look like you are from Omethos. Well, it is sourced locally here. Should be quite tasty. Let me know if you need anything else. And here's your water." And he drops down your glass of water.
Oh well, yeah. As they kind of like drop the water and they say all of that, I'm like, well, now that you mention it, actually, I do have one other thing that you could help me with, I think. So you recognize that I'm from Omethos, yes?
Yes, by the coloration of your garb, yes.
Have you seen anyone else from Omethos anytime recently?
No, not of recent. Last time I saw someone would be about a week ago, maybe.
I see. Well, thank you very much, and that's all that I needed.
You're welcome. And then you see him begin to tend to other guests and patrons this morning. So as you eat and finish your breakfast...
Wait, can I make a roll to eat quickly?
Oh, yeah. So as you... go ahead and make a... I'll say dexterity and constitution check.
Okay.
And, yeah. Dex, okay. Yeah, you... begin scarfing down. Your hand moves faster than you can bite, and your cheeks fill up with all this food. You see the guy look over to you. Hey, you in a rush, buddy?
Yes, very important business to do.
I didn't understand a word you said. I'm not gonna lie to you. He kind of looks at you, and you see as like other people notice, but you're able to scarf it all down. It just takes you a while. Your cheeks fill up fast. Your hand moves faster than your cheeks can move, and chew, and your mouth can chew. But then as you swallow the last big gulp, you see the barkeep. Looks like you enjoyed it. It'll be just 1 silver for the meal.
Well, here you are, and I kind of like flip it over, and I get my things, and it says that prestidigitation, I can use it to like clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot, but like I'll try to like do my sleeves like individually with that.
Okay.
And just clean myself off with like magic, and then pick up my belongings.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you clean yourself off, and you're now all pressed and clean and ready to go for the day. As you clean up any crumbs or any stains that were left behind as you were scarfing down your meal. Definitely on the sides of your mouth are just like caked with kind of this like grease and powder and breading. But you clean up. He's like, oh, great. And then you just, as you rush out the door, when you like the door is open and you're out, your foot's out. He's like, oh, no tip. All right. You just like focus. You just hear that like behind you as you leave and the door closes, as the door swings closed, and as you begin making your way out.
I'd turn around.
Okay. Upon hearing this, you turn around.
Excuse me.
Oh, he didn't realize that you heard that. He tried to mutter. Well, it's just, I work off tips sometimes, so most of this coin will be going to my boss. So,
Well, who's your boss?
well, he's the owner of the inn. He's not here right now. He worked last night.
And you're saying that he's expecting us, patrons, to pay you more, so that way he can fill his pockets?
Well, that's normally how it goes, yes? I mean, who'd have to raise the price of the meal, of course. And...
Well, I've read many a books, and that's not how it's gone in those books. And you know what? Fine. Can I make a strength check to throw a silver piece at this person like as hard as I can?
Yeah. You can go ahead and make a strength check, or I'll also make make a like dexterity check as you fling it to. Up to you. It depends on how you want to throw it. Do you want to like fling it like a dart, or do you want to just chuck it with as much force as you can?
Nah, I'd probably just like have it in my fist and just like, fine.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check.
But also, like, he does have a 9 strength.
Yeah, you say fine, and as you throw it, it lands like not 3 feet. You hear like a little chuckle from like the patrons that are sitting at the table. The guy who was like hungover at the bar, you just see him smile at you. The barkeep is just like kind of like wide-eyed, standing in shock. Okay, thank you. How much do you throw on the ground? Just one.
It was just 1 silver piece.
Yeah, it does not go very far. You throw it and you spike it down on the ground pretty much. Your release is so late that it just ends up bouncing off the ground, not even 3 feet in front of you. And there's just like a moment of silence.
I stand there like that's exactly what I meant to do, and I kind of like straighten myself out.
Okay.
And I say, "Fine then, take it." And then I'll leave.
Yeah, you see him come behind the counter. He grabs it as you leave. Thank you. As you walk out the door, you see yourself in the city of the town of Withalis. It's a small, quaint town. You hear like the market kind of towards the west side of where you currently are, and you just see people kind of going about their day. As walking through, you see some farmers kind of herding some of their cattle, some of their horses. You see, last night you saw a very light guard. The guard here, they still seem light in comparison to your home city of Omithas. However, there is more out today during the day. You see a few armored individuals carrying weapons at their side. And as you go about the city, what do you do?
Well, first I want to know, would my character know if there's if the city has a library or not?
You would know the city does not have a library for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you would. I mean, you can attempt to look for one, but in
well,
a city the size of this, you wouldn't believe that there would be one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, my character's smart, so would he think that there's a library in the city. Like, you know. So with that, I'd probably walk out or like try my best to like, you know, get to the other side of the city and continue on my way to Wailuna. But like, are there gates on the other side, or?
No, there's no gates. So this is a bit strange to you since you only lived in a kind of gated city. The city is just surrounded by farmland, and there's no gates or walls that surround it. It's kind of more open in this way, not as developed as Omitas.
I see. With that, you know, I'm gonna kind of like walk around with like a more like odd expression, just like a little baffled at how they keep their things safe without more guards. But whatever. Yeah, I'll continue through, and if I see somebody like official looking, actually, like I know the path to Wailuna, right? Like I was given directions.
Yeah, you know the path. You yourself have a map of the continent that you are currently in.
Okay, so yeah, as I get to the edge of the city or whatever, or when I feel like I'm out of like the protection of the guards on my way to Wailuna, I'm just gonna continue walking. And wait, I take it back.
No worries.
Can I look around for a stable?
Yeah. So as you look around at the edge of the city, go ahead and make me a perception or investigation check.
All right, I got you. Go with one of those.
So you not being very familiar with the city or with the town, and you know where stables are for your city of Omitas. You know where stables are in Omitas. So you head where you best believe it were to be. But what you're met with, you see this like big building, and as you approach, you just hear like winking, oink, 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 and like different like animals that aren't horses. And you see like a farmer kind of approach you. Hey, what are you doing on my land? And you see like this elven individual. He has like this brown hair and tanner skin. You don't look like you're from here. You lost?
Oh, yes, actually. What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Zinquin.
Ah. Nice to make your acquaintance, Zinquin. My name is Izaltee. Yes, I am a little lost. This is my first time in Onithas. But, I mean, I'm sorry. Yes. Anyway, this is my first time here. And, could you provide me any directions toward the stables at all?
Yes, welcome to Withalas. Yeah, I could walk you over. I know the guy. And he like begins walking you over and says, "So you're not from here?"
No. I hail from Omithas, actually.
Oh, yeah. Those scholar. You look like a scholar, someone who read a lot of books.
Well, thank you.
Been a farmer all my life. Yeah, I'll take you there. And he begins leading you. So I assume you're making your way to Wailuna.
Yes. I plan to find a master, adventure, or life. You know, so much to explore. Your city, it's fascinating.
Yes, we're a little quaint. Not too many people. I would more so call it a town, given that we're not as large as the capital of Omithas.
Yes, I guess town would be more suitable, but still, it's just amazing how you do so much with so little.
Well, we do with what nature provides, you know. All the years that we have experience. My father was a farmer, my grandfather was a farmer, my great-grandfather was a farmer. And when I go in my trances, I see all the hard work that they put into the land and care for it. That's what I really appreciate about what I do.
Well, isn't that beautiful? And you don't raise horses?
No. I tend to the wheat crops and other types of farm animals. My friend, Bevan, he has a good amount of horses, and I'm sure he'll loan one, or are you looking to purchase one? I assume you'll want one as a traveling companion.
Yes, I'd probably look to purchase one, but depending on the price, I might only be able to get a loaned one.
All right then.
Do you think that I could say that you sent me and maybe get a discount on a permanent horse?
Well, I'm bringing it over, and so I
Oh.
should get, the referral if there's anything that is to do with that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sorry, but what would you need a horse for?
Well, I wouldn't need it. I'm bringing you to him to do business. I mean, I don't think there's a friend discount, no, if that's what you're asking.
I see.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has a steed that he's looking to get rid of, and so maybe it'll be less expensive for you. But anyways, we're about here, and then you see what looks to be the same kind of structure, but here you notice the differences between the two, with the stables kind of in between the horses rather than one kind of big pen. You see him go, Bevan! Hello. He kind of waves over. You see a tan elven individual, ears peeked behind, a flowing green mane of hair. As he approaches, you see him kind of in what looks to be like kind of this jean colored garments, pants, and then kind of this like white flowy top. As he goes, hello, Zinquin, you need something? He looks over. He needs something?
Yes, actually. I'm looking to acquire a horse.
Oh, well, great. I have tons of them. You looking for young, old, to female, male? Any coloration?
Cheap and probably something that I could ride. So not too young, not too old.
Okay, rent, purchase?
Yes, so, well, what are your prices like? I'd like to buy it.
Well,
but
yes.
if I can only afford to rent, that's what I'll do.
Well, if you want to know the cheapest one you could purchase for 5 gold, I'll part with an older horse. Not much left in the tank for him, but he will ride well and will follow instructions as long as you know how to ride a horse, I assume.
Oh, well, yeah. Surely it's not that difficult.
Well, there's you have to make sure that the horse is treated well. You feed it, it has a bond with you. He is experienced, so maybe it'll work out,
I've had pets before.
Yeah. Oh, great. Similar, but not entirely the same. But I'll take you over.
They were rocks.
He kind of looks at you. Weird. You see them. Oh, well, glad to hear it. He looks over at Zinquin. Zinquin just you see him shrug. And then he just makes his way out. He just goes back the way he came. If you could follow me, I'll have you meet him, and then we'll see if this deal can work out.
Okay.
What was your pet rock's name? He's trying to make small talk with you.
I had one named Clay.
Creative.
And so it was actually, you won't believe it, but it was a very hardened piece of clay that was
Really?
shaped like a rock.
That
Yeah.
is amazing. That sounds lovely. If you are ever back, I would love to meet him if he's still alive.
Oh, I'm sure. Actually, I have another rock right here. Maybe I could. Can I try and like contact my mom or or my dad?
Yeah, you can. So yeah, you pull out the stone. What do you say to the sending stone?
I'm gonna try to like reach mom and be like, mother, mother, mother.
Uh,
eh,
hello?
Can you come here? Are you home?
Yes, I'm home. Hello, dear.
Please, could you put clay on?
Yes. And she like you hear like you see as your mother goes upstairs, grabs the piece of clay. I have clay here, son.
And then I'm gonna give the sending rock to the other guy, to Bevan, and I'll be like, that's clay, right there.
You see him hold the rock. Yeah. Hello, Clay. Nice to meet you. Hey, I heard
All
great
right,
things
that's
about
enough.
you. Oh, okay.
Snatch it back.
You see him kind of look, strange. All right then. Well, here we are. Here is one of my pride and joys. I've had her for had him for quite some time. But feel free to give him a whirl. He won't bite you. His name is Patches. You see like some patches kind of colored on the wrinkly old kind of brown main coloration with these like white patches kind of around the body. He like puts on a saddle on Patches. Give him a whirl. See
All right.
how it worked.
Is it cool if I should I make a check to see how well this horse likes me?
Definitely make an animal handling check. I was gonna see if you're gonna do anything once you got there. 14. Okay. So even though you've never ridden a horse before, you're able to understand kind of where to place your feet, where to sit, and then kind of how it works. And then you grab kind of the reins and you give it a like tug and nudge, and you see it like kind of rear back and then move forward. It's like, oh, you're a natural.
Yes.
And you're just kind of like slowly kind of going out, but this is definitely a faster pace than if you were to walk.
It's like, oh, well, it's not that I'm a natural. I think that Patches likes me. Yes, all right, here, and I'll dig in my bag real quick, and here's 5 gold. I'll take it.
Thank you. He's all yours. And he, like, you see him put in pocket. Hope your travels treat you well. I'm heading out now. I'll give Patches a little snack so that way he doesn't get hungry on the way.
Oh, what is Patch's favorite snack? You've had him for a while, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Most horses like carrots, and Patches is just like them.
All right.
A good carrot will treat him well.
And how many carrots would a gold piece get me from you?
Oh, I'll get you 20 days worth of carrots. You said 10 gold?
No. I said 1 gold.
Oh, 1 gold. Sorry, I misheard you. 1 gold will get you 5 carrots. Should cover them for 5 days.
All right.
5 days worth of carrots.
Sounds fine. Yeah, take another gold.
All right. Well, I'll be right back with those carrots, and he'll like leave you with Patches, your new horse. And so as you like sit with Patches, are you gonna be doing anything particular?
Yeah, I'm gonna like kind of pet him and like rub behind his ear. Can I make like a check to see like how good I am with like horses and like knowing about like petting horses and stuff?
Okay. So let's make a nature check to see what you know, and then we'll go from there. 15. So you studied a good bit about horses. You had a class back at University of not just horses, but it was of kind of like domesticated animals, we'll say, where you learned about horses and kind of where they like to be pet. And then now make me an animal handling check at advantage.
Oh.
As you know kind of well where to pet, and yeah, with a 13 you pet him and he's just kind of, you hear like a calm demeanor coming from him as you like kind of pet the mane, and he seems calm and a bit more closely bonded to you. He doesn't really know what's going on. He is a horse, but
yeah, I mean,
he's like, oh, I like this.
It's fine. You and I would be great friends, Patches. And I kind of get all my belongings. I'm assuming this came with like a saddle and a couple bags on the saddle.
Yeah. There's like some side pouches that you can utilize if you'd like.
I put all my stuff in the patches, and then finally I head out to Wailuna.
Okay. You see as Bevan returns, well, here are your carrots, and take care of Patches for me. He has lasted a long time, and can't wait to see where
in
you
the most capable hands.
I can tell. She seems to grown quite fond to you.
Yes, I've grown a little fond of them, and I'll pet Patches a bit. This horse seems nice. Horse talk.
Yeah. Did you mean to talk to the horse? He's like, yeah. Anyways, I'll be off then. And he lets you go, and you are on your way to Wailuna. And as you make your way out of the town, go ahead and make a. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know, as I leave the town and I don't feel like protected, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. You touch your chest and then you begin to glow. What color would you say Izaltee's magic kind of looks like?
I'd say light blue.
A light blue. Okay, yeah. So like a light blue color surrounds you as you begin making your way out towards the elven capital of Wailuna. And as you begin making your journey out, it is a nice sunny day. Go ahead and make me a survival check as you attempt to walk this path.
All right, let's go, baby. A unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, yeah. You, on this elevated and also more comfortable position, you are able to go and head in the direction and are able to go in a pretty safe as well as sorry, I'm forgetting the word, but safe and expeditious path forward, and you end up to about the midway point. You've made some good movement on more progress than yesterday on foot. However, you see as like Patches begins to slow down a bit towards the end, and the sun begins to set, and you are here at kind of the halfway point. And as you as Patches slows down, what do you decide to do?
I'm gonna, can I check and see, like, is it possible for this old horse to keep going, or does it look like it'll be hurt?
Go ahead and make a medicine check to see what you think it is. You have no idea. He's just like kind of slowing down compared to when you first left.
All right, Patches. No, no, no. We still have some ground to cover, and I'm gonna feed him a carrot and try to keep going a little. I know that the sun is setting, but I'm just gonna try to push through, get a little bit closer.
Okay. Go ahead and make a animal handling check.
Gotcha. Shit.
Okay. And then go ahead and make another survival check. All right, 11. So as you continue to make your way towards the city and you entice Patches with a kind of dangling a carrot in front of him, he begins to keep going, but you feel the pace get slower and slower, and to the point where you begin to see Wailuna in the distance. Before you, you see a tall buildings and towers like out on the horizon, as you kind of are making your way out of the forestry, and then you see a bunch of little like farms that kind of surround are in front of you, and then the capital is behind that, and then you also see as Patches slows down right when you get to like this farmland, and he just stops. As you see the city now in the distance after traveling at this point now about 10 hours on horseback, you see off in the distance the city of Wailuna, but Patches just stops like as you exit the forest before you, the forest land and the tree line.
All right, all right. Look, we're close enough, Patches. We can rest here, please, please. Just I'm gonna try and get the horse to like a safe space, so that way it can rest. And like, are we in the middle of the road? Like when?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
you're in like now as you have made your way to like the tree line, you see ahead of you kind of a more well-paved road that leads out into the forest. So like you have ample space if you so choose to rest here. But you see like
Yeah.
Patches has stopped dead as he's been traveling for about 10 hours now on horseback through this the forest in between the two civilizations.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure that he's gonna be okay. So, since I see the city, I'm gonna feel like, look, we've made it far enough. Let's just take off to the side. How far does it look like I could walk to it?
Yeah, it looks like a couple miles away. You see the largest bit of farmland that you've ever seen, and you see will look to be not like your traditional like wheat farm, but like kind of more like vines, grapes, that sort of thing. More bright colored vegetation outside the city. So you can see ahead of you kind of the walls of the city, maybe about 2 to 3 miles away, but you see the only reason you can see is because of the torch light and the ambient lighting that surrounds the city through various you see like magical lights of different colors out towards the capital.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna rest, or I'm gonna like let Patches rest. I don't really need to take a rest, but if that's what we do. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna let the horse rest, give him some food, some water, and just chill out next to him while he's resting. And as soon as he's ready to go, I'll head to the city and then try to find something else.
All right. So yeah, you see as Patches just like kind of like not sits but kind of lays down on the ground as best as he can. He just begins to rest a bit as he like pushes his hind legs back and sits.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'm probably just gonna play a little bit of my pan flute, pass some time. How long do you think it would take for Patches to be ready to like walk the rest of the way? Would it be long rest, short
yeah,
rest,
he
in
looks like
between?
he as you like feed him, he's like quickly drinking the water, eating a lot of food. He looks like he's was very tired of the long journey that transpired today, especially as like an older horse. He does not feel 100%. You can tell that for sure. So you feel like he might need a long rest, and maybe even a little bit more than a long rest to fully recover.
Oh. Okay, well, let's see. Can he recover to the point to where he can make it to the city, but not fully?
Yeah. But it's up to you on how long you want to spend time. He looks like he definitely needs a long rest, though.
All right. I'll wait 4 hours.
Okay. So yeah, you just sit and wait 4 hours. And are you going into a kind of restful state? Are you gonna go into your trance, or are you just gonna?
No,
wait
I'm
the 4 hours?
I'm gonna watch his back while he sleeps
Okay.
and rest.
Make
So I'll
a
be-
perception check.
Gotcha. Oh my god!
So as you see your goal out there in front of you, you are dead set focused on that goal. So you're not really keeping any attention to your back. You just are attentive forward, trying to see the goal at hand. And as you are sitting there, from beside you, you begin to hear something whiz by, and you see someone on horseback.
No,
You see someone on horseback right now. As he whizzes by, he says, "Oh, hello, Izaltee. Looks like I'm about to win." And then you see before you, Goran, making his way on his horse. What do you do?
I'm going to try to cast sleep and knock out Izaltee. I mean, not Izaltee, Goran, while he's riding past me, so he falls off his horse.
So yeah, you get up as he like passes you. He gets to about 30 feet before you stand up. And what does it look like when you cast this spell?
Like as he like says his little "oh my Izaltee" blah, and he's riding by, I'm gonna like hop up, put my hand in my pocket, and just hold up the crystal and kind of like toss out this like spheric ball, and I'm aiming for where he's going to be.
Yeah, you take this ball and you aim out, and then you see this sphere of like blue, a shiny blue glitter almost surround Goran and his horse. You see, go ahead and roll. Horse is not very many hit points. Okay, yeah, you see as the horse like rears back almost, and then boom, falls asleep. Goran will.
What?
He will kind of catch himself and not really. He won't fall completely prone, but you see him pick himself up. Like, that was dirty, and then you see him begin to try to book it. Since he is elven, you know that elves are not able to be put to sleep through magical means. So similar to you, he has that trait. So that just crosses your mind. But you see his horse fall. So he's about a 30-foot lead in front of you now, as he's beginning to run towards the city and try to make it there before you do.
Goran. Know your place. You're the loser here, and I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp and toss him behind me. Oh wait, let me show you what
Okay.
that does.
Yeah.
Does it
display
oh
in
my God,
VTT?
display? That's the button.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So yeah, you see
Tried it.
as you magically twist space around another creature within range. How big is the range?
It is 90 feet.
90 feet. Okay, yeah, that's within range. So as soon as he got off his horse, he got about 30 feet. So he's now 60 feet ahead of you as you run forward 30 feet, and you're attempting to
They're unoccupied to an unoccupied space of my choice that I can see within range.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 90 feet behind me.
Okay. Cool. All right. So he'll attempt his con save. Oh, that was. All right. So yeah, you see him run, and as you see like a blue purple smoke boom, go around him, and he boom, has mine. He's like, hey, and then you see him begin to book it as you were running. This is now a dead chase. I need you to make a Constitution save because he's gonna try the same thing. He's like, I learned that too. And then you see him reach out, and you see like kind of green energy coming towards you, and like a cloud of smoke trying to do the same thing. And you're able to save, and you see it not work. He's like, God dang it! And as you begin to run at a full sprint, are you gonna try to do anything else to get to enhance your lead now?
Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep running, and if he looks like he's gonna get close to me or anything like that, I will try to trip him.
Okay, so you're gonna ready like a trip action, almost.
Yeah, I mean, how's Patches looking right now?
Patches is just like chilling. You left him behind. He's just like sitting there. He doesn't look too phased. He's just like sitting there, almost. Not too bothered by it. He's just trying to get his rest. It's been 4 hours. So yeah, during those 4 hours, he hasn't gotten up. He's wanting to continue his rest. You're gonna tell him to get up to push through, but then Goran just kind of whizzed on by, and this is what's transpiring because of that.
I kind of want to get Patches, but I think that won't be a good idea. I don't want to hurt the horse.
Okay.
But what I will do is I'm going to tell Goran, look after Patches for me, and I'm gonna run over to his horse and try to wake it up.
Okay, so his horse. Okay.
Because I teleported him 90 feet behind me.
90 feet behind you, so he's burking. Yeah, you wake the horse up because it only takes your action to do so. And you've moved 30 feet. So you wake the horse up. You get up. It looks unfazed. You see the horse is kind of ordained with Goran's like family's crest on the side, kind of on the front. So he has like, it's kind of like, decked out in Goran memorabilia and gear. And so you're able to hop on, and he is going to attempt to get Patches up. He's like, who? And then he like goes at your horse. Let's see, his animal handling check succeeds. And you see him like, you see as Patches gets up, and now it's on a horse-on-horse combat now, as you're both going at it. So we'll actually roll initiative here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll roll initiative here. Let me know what you get.
Goran, stop! He needs rest.
All right.
No.
Hold on, 10. Okay. 19. So you see Goran like close the gap, and he is now going to he closes the gap, but not as much as you think. He is about like half the speed, so he's about 50 feet away, and he's gonna try to displace you again. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Fuck. What a bitch.
Oh, you beat it again. So yeah, you are able to do it, and he's like, "Why is this horse so slow?" See him just kind of like mutter under his breath. Now it is your turn.
I am going to cast Sleep on Patches, and I will again yell at Goran. He needs rest.
So you turn around and you cast this ball of blue and it's like twinkle of light as you see. Go ahead and roll the amount.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. 16. Yeah. So you see as Patches pretty easily enough. He kind of wants to go to sleep. You see him poof, land on the ground, go to sleep, and then you see as Goran. He's going to catch himself once more and say, "That stupid horse," and will try to run ahead. You see him attempt to try to get closer, but I will say now the gap has made a substantial size that you're able to get to the city gates. As you see Goran kind of running, and as he sees that he is about to lose, he just kind of see him kind of like do the like hunched over pose and is breathing heavily. He's like, fucking Izaltee. And you make it to the city gates. You see like as farmers are like some of them who are like kind of just like passing by or walking by, like look at this scene that is occurring between the two of you. As you make it to the city gates, what does Izaltee do now that he is victorious?
I'm gonna like go into the city gate, and I'm gonna look for a tavern real quick. And yeah, I'm gonna do my best to look for an inn or a tavern, a place to sleep that's closest to the gate. And very quickly, no bullshit, look for a room. And once I've secured that, go back to Patches.
So you make it into the city. As you blaze on through, go ahead and make me a perception check to see, like, as you are trying to look for a tavern as quickly as possible. You don't see one in the immediate vicinity with the 7. But yeah, as you blaze through the guards, like, hey, slow down there! You're going too fast. You see as like people having you to jump out of the way as you're like going into the city. You're not able to see one in the near vicinity, and you're just like kind of on Goran's horse, just running full speed. What are you doing? Yeah, you don't see one right now.
If I don't see one, I'm gonna be like, well, it seems like everyone saw me at least, and then I'm gonna leave the horse somewhere in the city. Wait, is there a place that I can leave the horse in the city? Is there a stable?
Yeah, you saw stables as you whizzed on by that normally people drop off their horses when they enter.
All right.
You see like some of the guard coming, like running over as you kind of rear back Goran's horse. You see like a drunk individual like in front of you. As the horse comes down, he was about to run into you. Oh, hey there, horse! And you see him just like walk off as the guards approach. Be careful, you might have hurt someone.
Oh, well, sorry.
What are you in a rush for?
I just beat another person. Well, wow. Sorry, that came out wrong. But I'm victorious once again. That's all.
What? Drop your horse in the stable. What is this crest? Looks at it. I will remember that.
I'm just gonna leave the horse here, and then walk away.
Yeah,
I'm going back to Patches.
The stables, sir.
Nah, that ain't my horse, bro.
What?
That's no longer my problem.
you see as like the horse is just kind of sitting there, and the car's like, well, fine. And then he looks at like his partner. I'll take it. And then he like begins leading it towards the stable. And at this point, as you are making your way back out to the city, and you see Goran kind of come up.
Oh.
Fine.
Goran, what took you so long? I've been here for half a day now.
Next time, we will have a no magic stipulation.
Wizards not using magic?
Dirty.
Goran, please. Like, what?
It's your 100 gold, and he like brings down this like small little pouch as you get 100 gold or 100 gold richer. There you are.
Dude, I only had 20 gold to my name. Like, I'm so glad I won that bet.
It would have been an IOU. That
To
was,
but yeah, no, with that, I'm going to Oh, Goran, don't you ever get tired of losing to me? I can't believe you actually wagered so much gold. You really thought you had a chance.
and I did had you for seconds.
Oh, for a second, but all that matters is the outcome. Nonetheless, I appreciate the sponsorship. What are you doing in Wailuna?
Well, I have my job that I would be working. I've been asked to work for a noble. Going to be working for House Green Shadow. Oh,
House Green Shadow.
yes.
What did they do?
They're a new, they own the new city that has been arisen in out west. But their roots are tied here. You still don't have anything lined up.
Well, no, but I just kind of, I'll figure it out. I'll find a master or maybe some noble house to serve or some god or something.
Well, good luck with that. And you see him make his way into the city, and he takes his horse from the guard. That is my horse. Says the guard say, well, be more careful with him next time. Yeah, whatever. And he goes over to the stables.
Damn, he heated. But yeah, I'm gonna walk back. It's probably gonna take me a minute, but I'm gonna walk back and check on Patches.
You see Patches just asleep. Looks like he's sleeping pretty well.
I'm gonna get back to what I was doing and watch. Now that I've won my bet and claimed my gold, I'm gonna watch Patches back until he's rested enough to make it to the city, and take him to the stables, make sure he's taken care of. And do you want me to roll anything for any of that?
Oh no! It's you are in the kind of middle of the southern road that leads out of the capital. It's well kept, well used, utilized. So you are able to just rest here. How long do you wait? You just wait for Patches to kind of wake back up, or whenever he's ready?
Maybe
You
like
wake him up?
hour and a half.
Hour
Like
and a
not
half.
not too long. But just long enough to where I'm like, yeah, 4 hours was kind of pushing it, but there's no rush now. But I also want him to get to a proper stable where he can rest and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So you take him and you lead him out towards the stables. After an hour and a half, you see him get up.
Hey, buddy. All right. Patches, you're gonna need to stay here. I don't know for how long, but I assume they'll take good care of you. And I'm gonna look for somebody who works at the stable. Do I gotta pay somebody so they can watch over him?
Yeah, you see stable hand kind of come up to you. Oh, you all you got him locked down?
Oh, yes. What's your name?
Oh, my name it is Karkin.
Karkin.
Yes.
All right, Karkin. I will be entrusting Patches' care to you. Here, take this, and I'm gonna give him 2 gold. And make sure you take good care of my friend here.
Yes. 2 gold will get you 20 days, actually. So, this is great. So is it ahead of payment or?
No, 1 gold is for 10 days, and then the other gold is yours to take special care of Patches.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Very well then. Good day to you.
Yes.
Oh, well,
good day
actually, good night to you. It is getting quite late. I'm actually going to lock up shop.
All right, Karkin. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And good night to Patches. And now I can go about looking for a place to sleep myself.
All right. And as you head into the capital gates, you weren't able to really pay attention to it all. It was all going very fast as you busted into the city uh, and won the race. You see now before you the stonework is very elegant, and you see like carvings out of the stone where kind of vines kind of form around, and you see a heavy amount of foliage kind of scattered throughout the city. It is quite beautiful. You see different colors of fauna and flowers kind of scattered about. Most of the people in the streets are kind of light. You see a few every now and then drunk individuals kind of walking by and walking out. You see a heavier guard than even Omithas here in the city. You see a constant kind of patrol kind of happening around. And you are now in the city of Wailuna, the capital of the Elven Kingdom.
Holy shit. Wow. This place is magnificent. Man, there's so many things that I want to do. So I'm going to look around and try to like map out the area in my head. Just look for buildings because it's the dead of the night, right?
Yeah, it is. It is night. It is not the complete dead. The sun set not too long ago, but it is dusk, and it is the moon shines overhead, and you see like a make an Arcana check
All right.
for me, just real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so you see what look to be kind of magical lights that are scattered throughout the city as like kind of like lanterns that hang, and you see different colors, some blue, some red, some green, some orange, some yellow, as it is a very colorful and vibrant city as you enter. And you now that you have like time to look and see, you see the different buildings that are scattered about, and you notice that you are in a more kind of residential district of the city, and you see like people going into homes. You see like little candle lights in windows as you enter this area of the city.
Okay. Well, would shops still be open? I'm assuming it's like you said, the sun just set, so like 7, 8-ish, maybe
Yeah,
9.
it'd be like 7, 8, and so it'd be like 8 or 9 right now.
Okay.
Because you did wait an hour after winning the race, so it'd be around 9, 10-ish. You would assume that shops might be closed, or they could be open. You don't really know. Normally in Omithas, shops would close around this time.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, if normally shops would close around this time, that's what I'm used to. I'm just gonna look for a tavern, place to sleep until things like open, and then I plan on exploring the city when I wake up.
All right. So go ahead and tell me, how do you go about searching for a tavern in a city you've never been?
So I'm gonna look for maybe like larger buildings. Definitely stay away from anything residential. If it's a tower, I'm definitely not gonna assume that it's an inn. Maybe 2 stories max. So if it's more than that, I'd stop looking at it. And I'd probably check and see like the areas of like near the gates, or where travelers would go to, or like if there's like a town center or square, I'd probably like check there first and see what's in the corners or something.
Okay. So go ahead and make me an investigation check as you try to intelligently kind of look and piece together what you know about taverns and how that might fit in a city like this. Give me 1 second, I'm about to sneeze.
No problem.
Excuse me. So yeah, you I'm about to sneeze again. Hold on. Never mind, it was a fake one. So you are able to find this what looks to be a 2-story building, and you see the similar vines kind of wrapped around the sides and the front of the building and into the architecture. It has this like kind of gray roof, and you see various lights that are coming from the flowers. And inside, you see lights coming from within, as well as you hear kind of laughter and cheers and chuckles as you see before you what looks to be the sign overhead. It says, sorry, I'm gonna butcher this word. Tranquil. Tranquil. Sorry. Yeah.
No, sorry, my dogs are barking.
Oh,
but
no
I'm
worries, you're good. Yeah. Tranquil stop. Is what you see in front of you. No, that's not the name. Sorry, let me look for it. Okay. What's it called when you are resting?
Trance?
Trance, yes, thank you. My mind was blanking on me after those sneezes. But yeah, you are at the Tranquil Trance, which is the tavern and inn that you see before you, which I will take to you now.
Oh, shoot!
So yeah, you see this nice tavern that looks to be here in the city. So as you approach, what is it that you would like to do? As you open the door, you see those 5 tables ahead of you. You see a individual working kind of to your left, as well as kind of a barkeeper to the right. There's kind of live music happening on the stage, and it's a bit lively now at this time of night. It's around the time that individuals go to drink and have a good time.
Oh, let's all celebrate and have a good time. Okay. When I walk in, and like that atmosphere, I'm definitely gonna feel like invigorated. And I mean, cause like who doesn't love a party and the sight of happy people? So Izaltee is just gonna walk in and he's gonna start smiling and kind of like dancing a little bit, but like not too comfortable. He's still like, and he's gonna go over to you said there's somebody behind the counter on the left.
Yeah, there's someone behind the counter to the left. Oops.
So I'm gonna go up to them and ask them about getting a room.
Yeah, you see a lady looks up as the bell ding 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 comes in, and you see her, hello, welcome to the Tranquil. Tranquil Trance. What is your name? I don't recognize you.
Really? Well, I thought word of me would have spread quite far by now, but Izaltee Xyrfiel. That's my name, and I'm coming here looking for a room, place to stay. I think I might be in Luna for a while. I like it here.
Very well. Yes. So 1 night will be 1 gold. This is one of the... Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. 1 gold per night?
Yes. We have nice full beds with the finest silks, as well as the finest feathers. If you wish to stay somewhere else, I would recommend other locations. However, we are the premier tavern in the city, and you can tell as you look, you see like people from different wealth here. They're drinking, having a good time, and are enjoying themselves quite a bit.
Well. Look, fine. I'll give you 2 gold for 2 nights. And if I like it here, then I'll continue staying. But that's if I like it. Who knows, this might not be as good as you say it is.
You see her like kind of laugh a bit. Well then, yes, may I get a name for the room?
Oh, I'm sorry. Izaltee Xyrfiel.
Well, welcome, Izaltee. Hope if there's anything wrong with your stay, please let me know. I will ensure that it not happen again.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't hesitate to let you know.
Very well then. Just know that we have a few patrons who maybe have drinking a bit. So if they give you any trouble, feel free to let us know.
Oh, don't worry. I can take care of myself, but I appreciate it. I do have a couple of questions though.
Yes.
About the city of Iluna, and the
Mm-hmm.
locations of things. Would you be a good person to ask, or should I find someone else?
Yes, I would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Well, does Wailuna have a library?
Wailuna uh, does indeed have a library if you would like to peruse any of their books.
Yes, I'd like to do a little bit of research on some wizardry things. Do you think that the library would have uh books on such topics?
Yes, they would.
All right. And where is the library?
The
Just a general
library,
direction is fine.
yes, and then she begins to give you directions to the library in the city. So if you just head into the district close by, outside of this, that connects the market to the residential, you'll be able to find that. The library, and it's right by where the nobles have their meetings. So if you like to check it out, that is where I would recommend you going.
All right. That's perfect. And you said it's right next to the place where the nobles have their meetings.
Yes.
If I wanted to either, get information from them or request an audience with the nobles, would that be a place to do it, or?
Uh, yes, it may take some time to process, but you'd be able to do so eventually. I'm not sure if it'll
Hmm.
take as quick as you might hope.
Well, but for someone like me, they might make an exception. But nonetheless, and is there a place that I could acquire potions? Do you
Yes,
know any?
there'll be there's a magic shop that you'll be able to acquire such things, enchantments and the sorts. Um,
Or
mhm.
and could you give me directions to that?
Yes, I can. And she gives you directions to a shop in the market district of the city. So the city is itself is broken up in various districts, with residential kind of being on the southern end, and she kind of points you more towards the eastern end for the market, as well as any of any shops that you may be interested in. Any shop you may be interested would be found here, um, if you so choose to look for one.
All right. So there's residential and basically a commercial district. Is
Mhm.
there another, or what? How many districts does Wailuna have, and what are they?
Well, there's various other districts outside of the city with the farmland and agriculture, as well as a religious sector where there are statues and offerings made to the elven gods and deities, um, as well as a sector for the different status of those here in the city. Those of higher um, affluency are more found on the western side of the city compared to the southern. The district is more in the eastern. Centralized, the market district is in the eastern. Centralized would be more of where the nobles meet, as well as their council, their advisors, as well as where you'll find the library. Um, and then on the north, you'll find that section of various religious organizations that you might see there.
I see.
I
Well,
assume you are new to town since you're asking all these questions?
oh, well, yes, I've been told that my garbs look rather Omithas-like, but
Yes, the
yes,
coloration is similar. I don't like to
yeah,
assume such things from people who come in, because you never know where someone comes from.
that's fair. Uh, it was in Onethus. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I mean, Withalis, where they said that. I can tell that this city and that one are different calibers completely.
Yes, you are a city of folks who seek to grow knowledge. Yes, so I assume it would be a different kind of breed. We each have our own unique cultures.
Yes, I rather enjoy it. Also, who's playing tonight? This music is amazing.
Yes, so that is the uh, Wailuna Warriors, is what they call themselves. They're not like the Imagined Dragons. They're not that good, but they suffice every now and then.
The Imagined Dragons?
Yes,
Who are those?
they are a band of bards who play music throughout the various lands of Krioma. They're not found here nor there. They kind of just appear and decide to play, almost like an adventuring party. And they are very talented, I would say, in getting a crowd going. But yes, they say they named themselves after the dragons that they once slayed before, but they like to embellish.
And the embellishment is where the imagination comes in. I see.
Mm-hmm,
Well,
mm-hmm.
I've never actually left Omithas, so no, I've never heard of them. But thank you.
You're welcome.
This is my first time leaving, so yes,
Ah,
I'm rather new to the city, and I appreciate how helpful you've been.
well, you're welcome. Anything for a paying patron. But feel free, if you have any questions, let me know. She begins to write your name down. Your room will be down this hall over here, and then take a right, and then it's going to be the door at the end. And as well as you have the opportunity to enjoy yourself. Feel free to have a drink, rest your legs. I'm sure you've been adventuring for quite some time coming from Omithas. A few days
Yeah.
travel away.
Yes, and I was in quite the rush to get here. You see, that was a lot, but I made it in time, and yes, it has been quite the long journey. But it's late now. Oh, I did forget to get your name. What was it?
Oh, yes. My name is Torgella Dostra.
Torgella Dostra. Nice to meet you. And as I've already stated, Izaltee Xyrfiel, but worry not. You'll know the name soon enough. And with that, I'm gonna kind of walk off to my room, and feeling a bit accomplished.
Uh-huh.
I made it. When Izaltee gets to his room, he's gonna pull out his sending stone, and he's gonna assume that his parents are probably asleep because of the time and everything, but he's just gonna whisper to it about, it seems I've made it. I've made it to Wailuna, and I think my journey is about to begin. Just this very next morning, I'll eat some quail eggs and think of you.
And as you as you do that, in a kind of like loud booming voice, your father go, "Oh, that is great, son. I'm glad to hear it. Am I too loud? You said move further." And you
I just assumed you all were sleeping, so I was just kind of being quiet. I didn't expect a response. I didn't really want to wake you.
Oh, no worries, son. I am on the night shift tonight, and your mother gave me this stone to talk to you if necessary. Let us know if you need anything. We'll be checking up on you soon if you don't call back.
No, just checking in with you guys and letting you all know that I made it over to Wailuna, and well, yeah, I'm sure you'll hear of my escapades soon enough. Oh, funny enough, I ran into Gorn. Oh, same old Gorn.
Oh, that is great to hear it. Well, glad to hear you're safe, son. Have fun and.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Dad, do you know anything about House Green Shadow?
Oh, I've heard of them. They're of new nobility, the new money that has arrived. They're from the western side of the continent and the kingdom. Don't know much else about them, other than that they're kind of new nobility.
I see.
Yes,
Well,
I heard my boss talking about them, saying that they have invested quite a bit into the city, and have now accumulated quite the prestige.
I see. Yes, Goran told me that he's going to be working for them, so I'd never heard of them before. I was just wondering.
Oh, well, that is great for him.
Yes, I guess so. But I'll let you continue your night shift. I'm heading to trance now, so.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, son. And you,
And-
yeah, and you essentially hang up on your dad as you take your rock, as you look at it with its kind of like blue smile, and you put it away, and you enter your trance. Would you go to the bed or the chair, or are you doing the same kind of kneeling, sitting posture that you were doing previously?
I'd probably sit crisscross in the chair
Okay.
and just do that.
You sit crisscross in the chair, and then you take your sword out, your rapier out, and you lay it across your lap, and you enter your meditative trance. And as you begin to enter your state and connect to the elven energy that is around you in the city and within you, you begin to see a vision. Before you, you see a kind of lakeside, a lake in front of you with water that shimmers on the night sky. And as you see yourself, you see out emerging from the water a creature coming up, and you see various amounts of teeth on the top and the bottom. And as it approaches in the shadow of night, it leaps towards you, and you just see the gaping mouth of the creature. And as it shuts, your vision fades back, and you are done with your long rest.
That's never happened before.
You've always had like visions that connect you to the elven energy. So you've had vision before, but never like that.
Well, I wonder what that means. But yeah, so I'm gonna get up and kind of go about my day. A little freaked out, but not letting nobody would know that.
All right. So yeah, you wake up, and what do you decide to have for breakfast?
I'm actually gonna take some of those quail eggs that got packed. I'm gonna eat like 3 of those.
Yeah. So yeah,
And,
you take out this like kind of nice wrapping. You see like a blue kind of what's it called? A blue silk blue fabric, kind of out from the kind of box that your mom packed all these quail eggs in, and you take 3, eat them, and for breakfast, and you continue to go about your day. So as you awaken and you take a step out into the day, where do you head to first?
Well, first I am going to go to the library.
All right. So yeah, you go to the library, and sorry, tab. So yeah, you go back to the library, and you, following the directions easily enough, no check necessary, are able to find a large library. Not as large as the one that you are used to in Omithas. However, it will do. You see kind of like this two-story library almost. And it's this wooden structure, and you can see kind of vines draped from the top leading downward in a kind of wavy fashion. You see people coming in and out with books as you awake and head in that direction and arrive. What do you do?
Well, yeah, I see all these people going in and out, and be like, well, I assume this is the place, and I walk in, and look for like a clerk or somebody that would know where books.
Yeah, you find a librarian right at the front of the library, and you see her kind of looking down, doing her job, looking at books, not really paying attention to who's in it, coming out. And you approach, and as you approach at the desk, she'll look up. Oh, hello, welcome.
Oh, hey, hello. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting anything, but
No
I just
worries.
needed to know, where would you all keep your books on wizards and?
Yes, that'll be on the second floor with other various wizard books and spells. Looking for anything in particular I may help you with?
Oh well, yes, actually, I'm just trying to find out the history of Bladesong wizards and where they are now, where they've all gone.
Oh, history? Well, yes, you can find that in that same section. And there are very few. There is one individual who does frequent here quite a bit. He is retired, but has ties to blade singing and has done it before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What is their name?
His name is Kamaris. His last name is Drivalin.
Kamaris Xyrfiel.
Yes.
What? Would I have heard of this person?
Make a history check. Yeah, you recognize the name as a individual who was a retired, and he has stories about him, blade singing wizard, and you didn't know of his whereabouts until just now. He's said to have traveled the continent of Arion, doing various different things and various different tasks, but his was a star pupil and a one of the few masters of blade singing that are left. So yeah, you would recognize this name. But she says, yes, he frequents here every so often. I don't know when he returns. There's not really a pattern to it all, but I'm sure he'll be here at some point.
Well, thank you very much. I had no idea that Kamar Shravan was even around these parts.
Yes, he keeps a low profile usually.
Well, that's fine. I would just like to have a couple of conversations. Not to be a nuisance or anything. I just need information.
Yes. Would you like to let me give a note, or are you just
yes.
gonna hang out?
If you see him anytime soon, tell him to come to the Tranquil Trance and speak to Torgella, and just tell me when he'll be there next. Tell Torgella when he'll be there next at the Tranquil Trance, and we can meet then.
Very well. I will let him know if I see him today.
But I'm assuming that he is of the noble class, or?
Well, he is wealthy. However, he is not noble, an old knight for some nobles. served in various courts. He's quite, qualified. Has a long history. However, he doesn't have a seat on the council or, anything like that. He's just a advisor to some, as well, who request him to be. But aside from that, no, I wouldn't say he has any political power.
I see. And do you know who he's an advisor to?
Well, it varies. It changes. Sometimes it's House Hedrison or House Solarderson, Solarder, sorry. And then the new house, Green Shadow, has requested him every now and then. It's more so just to learn a bit more about how to lead or how to serve on the council or what is happening. So that's usually what it is. It's not more so direct power, just some ear and a mouth to said ear.
Understandable. No, I get what you mean. It's just so there are certain houses that he won't use, and there are certain people that have already made contact with him. But if I wanted his help as an advisor, would I have to be a noble of sorts, or is there a price?
No, I'm sure you can speak with him. He tends to not really deal with people outside of the nobility, but I'm sure you said if you're interested in blade singing, he may be willing to discuss with you.
Well, yes.
I can't
Thank
say
you.
for certain, of course.
Of course.
I only see him.
I can only hope so. I've been looking for someone like him.
Oh.
And I hope that he can be of use or he can be helpful to me. But if not, surely there are others.
Very few.
Yes.
Not
but
very many.
That's what did oh wait, well never mind, I don't know. Well, but yeah, with that I'm just gonna take well, thank you for your information, and don't forget to tell him to meet with Togela and set up a meeting with me.
Yes, I made a note. Have a great day. Happy to help. That's what I'm here for.
And I want to go look for some books on the history of like Blade Song Wizards, or like books on like stuff they've done, like tales of them, ones that I haven't read, if there are any, from the directions that she gave me.
Yeah.
Just check those out and then leave.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and make me a history check to see which books pique your interest the most. 9. Okay. Yeah, you find some books about the early days of blade singing, and how it came to be, and kind of the abilities and the feats that they were able to accomplish and do. That is hard to find now. And so you take these books and then you go to check them out. And you see, as the librarian will say, "Oh, great. Do you have a library card or no?"
No, but
That is fine.
Can I get one?
Yes, of course. It'll just be a 1 gold deposit right now. If you fail to return the books in 2 weeks, it'll drive up, and it'll be 10 gold for the late fee.
Well, the only way I'd fail to return the books is if I were to die, so you could waive the late fee.
Well, yes, of course, you wouldn't be charged it. But then as it stacks up, just be wary if you pass the 20 days you are given. The next 20, it will double, and so on and so forth until you return the books. And if you do not, you will be tasked to meet with the guard, and it's a whole mess and best be avoided.
Oh, yes, I'd rather not get in trouble with the law. My father would kill me.
Oh, your father's works for the government.
Well,
God.
yes, he father's a guard, and he definitely made sure that we respected the law.
Oh, well, great. You will follow this rule then. I do not worry about you, and I do not worry normally. So, just wanted to let you know. But yes, it's going to be 1 gold piece to get your library card, and just let me get your information and write it down here. And she kind of slips you this piece of paper that will serve as your library card to the Luna library. And so you take your library card and take your books as you make your way out back into the city. And as you make your way out, where are you headed to next?
Let me put that in my bag.
Yep.
Next, well, little birdie told me that right next door was the place where like the nobles meet
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So she gave me 3 houses. There was Green Shadow, Solastr.
Yes. House
And-
Green Shadow, Soldrasser, and Hedrasine.
Sir, interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find those people, or find somebody from those houses in the noble area.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, I'm just gonna look for garbs that I would know from like Omithos and rule out those people,
Uh-huh.
and then try and ask around. Just be like, oh, anyone from House Green Shadow?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna
Okay.
do the second part. But I'm gonna look around and try and make a guess, and hope to get somebody from one of these 3 houses, and pull them to the side and be like, oh, excuse me,
Go
quick
ahead,
second.
Make a insight check to see who kind of, as you stand here, you see before you kind of this like large tower-like structure, and you see it adorned in this green color that kind of wraps around and down the tower, and the steps that lead up to the base of the tower is where you see some people walking in and out. And as you make your insight check, we'll see how you can try to pick those people out of the crowd. 14. Okay, you find a older individual. You see him. He is kind of has this long beard almost, and this white silvery hair, and a medium complexion. And you see him kind of like housed and ordained, and you see on his left chest is a symbol of what looks to be a flying serpent with wings that kind of goes in a S-like fashion. And as you see him approach, he's kind of walking at a slower pace, and you think he might be of one of the noble houses.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes, young one.
I plan on being an advisor to the nobles in the future, and you seem like somebody of status and culture, and I just wanted to know what would your advice be?
Well, first, you need to get a bit older. You look like you're not a day over 100.
I'm a few.
But yes, to be a advisor would take, some experience, some learning, and some prestige. Do you have any of that?
Oh, well, no, not right at the moment. I do have some learning and a little bit of prestige, but I just wanted advice from somebody, an elder. I also wanted to ask, so what house are you from?
I am from House Soldrasen, actually. My name is Sylvan.
Ah, Sylvan from House Silderson.
Yes.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure is mine. And
So
he kind of like leans in, waiting for your name.
well, excuse me, pardon me. Izaltee Xyrfiel from the Xyrfiel family.
Ah,
That's my title, but
I
seeing
haven't
as
heard
you're
of it.
from... Oh, don't worry, that will change, assuming you're... Never mind. But, you wouldn't happen to know Kamar Sirvalan, would you?
Yes, in fact, he has helped out my family a few times as advisor and counselor, and he served in not my family but others in aiding them.
Yes, well, I'd really like to have a conversation with him. You see, we studied the same things in school, and not many other people did. So, I'd like to just have a conversation with him and see what I can do to take my studies further. Is there any way that you could point me in direction of where he might be or where I could wait for him?
Well, I don't know his whereabouts at the time being. But interesting. So you are of blade singing ability?
Oh, yes, I am. That's why I say one day I'll be an advisor, but I know that day won't come anytime soon.
Just be careful. Not many blade singers get very far in life. I wouldn't want to see such a bright young spark be extinguished.
Oh, need not worry. I graduated top of my class, and
many
haven't seen better.
From
So,
where?
Omethus. Well, I graduated from Onethus. Onethus, the school in Omethus. I apologize.
Well, no need to apology. My actually great-great-grandson is attending right now as a freshman.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, what's their name? I might have heard of them.
Oh, yes. They go by the name Liali.
Liali.
Yes.
Well, no, I don't think I have heard of them, but my brother, he's still around, and I'll get in contact with them, see how they're doing.
Oh.
But
no need. I keep in contact with him every now and then.
Okay. But still, that's where I'm from, and seeing as you have family there, you must not think too terribly of it.
Oh, no, it's nice city, nice coast. Well, we have the lake over here, the beach. That is not to beat it.
Well, now that I think about it, actually, Lily might have heard about me, so make sure to ask your great-great-grandson about Izaltee. But, all that aside, how do you all reach out to Kamar Sirvalan whenever you are seeking advice from him? What do you do?
Yes. Normally it's a request that is made, and the council workers usually reach out to him. Some of higher status in my family, reach out personally, but he's normally out and about. He lives around where we live, so it's just kind of like ask him. Pretty simple, if you ask me.
I see, and I'm assuming you all stay in the western side, the Noble District.
Yes, that is in fact true.
And what colors does he generally wear?
Normally he likes to be ordained in a blue and gold regalia. Quite posh. He stands out in the crowd. So you'll know him when you see him. He has a look to him that is different than most. Quite scarred from his battles and of his previous career and his activities.
I see. Well, that's very good to know. Well, I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time, Sylvan, but those are all the questions that I have. Please, uh, get back to your life and don't let me interrupt you anymore.
Oh, well, I will get onto it. It was nice meeting you, Izaltee. Feel free to drop by anytime. You were quite enjoyable to talk to. I don't get to
Yeah.
converse with those of lower status too much, and it's actually quite nice.
Yes. Okay.
And you see him
And,
just walk past you into the building.
what a bitch. Uh, yeah, so with all the information that I've gathered, I'm gonna go to the western side of the city and try and look for somebody dressed in blue and gold regalia, like as described by Sylvan, and
Okay.
kind of use all the like I said, just all the information I got.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check as you just kind of use information that you just got from Sylvan and attempt to find him. So you wait about an hour or two and you kind of look around and you don't see anyone in this side of the city or in this district. You kind of walk about aimlessly and you're not able to find him, unfortunately.
Shame. Well, if I can't find him, and if it's been a long time, and I feel like, are shops about to close, or is it getting late, or anything
It's
like
about midday, mid-afternoon right now. You woke up early in the morning, did your two activities that you've done so far, and you've spent about an hour looking for Kamara's, but not able to find him.
that? All right. Well, I'm kind of bored of that now. I'm gonna go to the magic shop,
Okay.
like market side of town.
Yeah. Frustrated, you head to the other side of town and are able to find a various shops. There's different shops of various colors. That you see various different things kind of strewn by the window side to entice passerbys to enter. And you do find a shop that does catch your eye with various liquids that are displayed on a shelf by the window.
Oh. What's it called? Do they have a sign?
Yeah, you see a sign that says a bruise for you.
Bruise for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's spelled like bruise, right?
Yeah, BREW.
That's what I meant. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go in there, and I'll be like, oh, wow, this is quite the establishment. I don't really have much experience drinking potions or anything,
Yeah.
but I'd like to know, what do these do? What are your cheapest ones?
And as you hear the ding, a ding of a bell as you enter and say that, you see comes out a kind of like you see a middle-aged elf almost, not completely gray, but getting there almost. And then he has like this long brown hair, and you see him. His hands have like a bit of you see a like wrinkle to them as he comes up. Oh, hello. Yes, these potions do a variety of things. Is there something you are looking for in particular?
Well, no, mostly healing, just because those always seem to be handy. You never know when you might get hurt.
Yes, I do have some potions that can quickly mend wounds, make you feel a little bit better after a bad meal. So yes, I can get you a potion like that. And you see him reach underneath this kind of countertop, and you see him pull out a kind of red vial of liquid. I have a few of these available. Are you looking to purchase more than one, or?
Well, How much do they go for?
Well, this one will go for 15 gold.
Okay.
If you want
I'll
one
take two.
stronger, I can. Okay, two it is. And he puts them out in front of you, lays them out as you give him your 30 gold for that.
Would you have any potions that could incapacitate a person? Not kill or anything like that, but to knock them out in case they were trying to kill me.
Well, if you were to get too close to a visual to have them ingest it, I have a potion that might help. It is normally meant for people who have trouble falling into sleep or into a trance, so might work. I don't know, but you can give it a try.
Yes, a potion to induce sleep. That's exactly what I need.
Okay, well, yes, that will be 5 gold if you like it. And you see him pull out what looks to be a navy blue vial with like different yellow sparkles inside of it, almost like a night sky.
Oh. Let me add potion. Is there a special name for that, or should I just?
Put sleep. Yeah, like a sleep potion.
Gotcha.
In there. It'll be a custom item that I'll decide what it does later.
Understand.
Basically, you got like what is like equivalent to NyQuil in this world.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And then what type of potions did I just buy? Just regular?
Just regular healing potions, yes. Potions of healing.
Why are they so hard to find?
It is 2d4 plus 2.
Gotcha. Alright. I got 2 of those.
Perfect.
And alright, what's your name, sir?
Oh, yes, my name? Of course, how rude of me. It is, Genro Gem Song. Genro Gem Song.
General Jim Song.
Yes.
Well, nice to make your acquaintance, sir.
I as well.
My name's Izaltee Xyrfiel, and I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot of it soon.
Great. I hope you come back.
Yes, as do I. And with that, I'm gonna just dip.
All right. You leave potions in hand.
Secured.
And so what do you?
I'm going back to the search.
Going back to the search. Go ahead and make me another perception check, as now it is about the late afternoon as you
I'm
attempt to
assuming
look
this,
for him.
oh my god.
So as
But I'm assuming, it's the times later on in the day, things are closing, people would be going home around this time.
maybe, as you go out into the kind of noble district, you begin to just wander around, and you clearly look lost. One of the guard come over and go, you lost, kid?
Oh, no, I just arrived in yesterday. I know the city. But thank you. I'm just I'm heading to the Tranquil Trance. I know how to get there.
Alright, don't cause no trouble, alright?
Sir, of course not. And then I just leave.
Alright. And as you make your way back to the Tranquil Trance, you see yourself as night begins to fall and more patrons enter Tranquil Trance. We'll go here, back. Alright, so you find yourself kind of outside the doors. As you enter, you find a lively scene happening before you. Some people are beginning their drinking, not completely drunk yet, but some are drinking the night away. You see live music being played again, same band as last night. And as they begin to play, as you enter, you see the same woman at the desk as well. Go, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Has anyone come in looking for me?
Yes, that gentleman over there by the bar, he said that someone requested his presence or something. I don't know what. He's been here for quite some time, actually. He's been here for about 2 hours or so.
Well, I had to make a stop at the magic shop, and the guards are harassful. And anyway, before I go over and speak with him, I do have a quick question. Do you know of any way that I could make money, or are there jobs around? Because just one day in the city, and I've spent quite a lot of gold, and staying here per night's a little bit. So,
yes, there's ways to make work. Usually the job boards have something going on. Usually people look. Yes, the notice boards.
Oh.
Do you not have that in Omitas? I assume not. Not much happens in that city.
Well, I happened in that city.
Well, I mean, in terms of like aids needed, it's mostly those attending the school or scholars. So.
Yes, no, I didn't know. We don't have job boards. But now that you've mentioned them, they sound pretty self-explanatory. So I'll just check those next time. Thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna head on over to Kamaris Travalen, or who I assume to be.
And yeah, you see an individual drinking at the bar. You see him kind of with this bright blue and yellow wardrobe, and then you see his like shoulders kind of come up, and you see him as he kind of looks over. You see kind of a scar that kind of runs the side of his cheek, as well as kind of his green eyes, and his green eyes and his like this green eyes and black hair that kind of runs down to the mid back. And as he looks at you, you see him. He looks to be a bit muscular fellow. Who's been seen in many battles. He looks over to you. Yes.
Oh, my name's Izaltee Xyrfiel, and I'm assuming that you're Kamaris Travalen.
Yes, that is me. You requested me to meet you here. Rude of you to make me wait an hour.
Well, yes, I apologize. I didn't assume that you'd stop by the library mere seconds after I had left. But nonetheless.
You see him like put down his drink after he finishes it, pushes it towards the barkeep, and he says, "Yeah, you're putting it on this one, Stab." So.
Well, yes. I just wanted to ask about how can I go further? My bladesing. I feel as if I've reached a wall, and I've been training for years, and well, I don't really feel like I know too much more than when I started.
What do you know?
Well, I know how to blade song, and I kind of go down like my list of spells, and just kind of give them. I'm only second level. There's some spells that are still too difficult for me to, gather the magic to do, but well, surely that's not how it should be.
Well, yes, but what you need, it sounds like, is experience. How about this? You handle some tasks for me, and we'll see what you're made of, and then if it works out in your favor, or if you die, either way, it doesn't matter to me, then I will assist you in whatever you're trying to accomplish or do. Just know that this path you attempt to walk down won't lead into any easy jobs. Blade singing is rare for a reason.
Well, That's of course because it's powerful. Not many can do what we can do.
And also, those
And-
who pursue this career end up dead not long after.
Yeah, so I've heard. That's a
Yes.
warning best kept for someone like Gorin, but
Who?
it doesn't matter. Second best.
Very well.
Anyway, I'm pretty capable, and no one's ever seen a better blade song wizard than I. Well, at least in Omithas. But I'm willing to admit that you might be a little bit better than me. I mean, of course, I've read stories about you, so you
Yes.
definitely are a master.
They sing
I
your
just want-
names in songs? No, I don't think so.
Not yet. Not yet.
What
But
is
what
your
are
name?
these tasks? I'm so sorry. I'm Izaltee Xyrfiel, blade song wizard, just like you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Your these tasks you mentioned that will be oh so difficult. What are they?
Well, every now and then, those in the city ask me to take care of things, and I have a task I'm not really excited to do about. Quite beneath me, in fact, so I'll have you take care of it. But you can take care of it tomorrow. It just involves a woman found eaten by the lakeside, and I think it was just some wild animal, not something to be really scared about. However, I am asked to seek out what happened as one of the only few blade singers in the continent. So, you know, I'm always asked to do some mundane tasks.
Oh well, that's understandable, but that sounds like something I can do in my sleep. Frankly,
is
I'll probably try and go. What do you want me to chase away a wild animal or something? Yeah, fine.
They
I
want you to
can
kill
do
it. Why are you afraid of killing? Have you not killed anything before?
Well, there's never really. What's the reason? I don't give life. Why should I take it?
Kind of like looks at you for a moment and looks you up and down. Well then, we'll see about that. I'm sure you can plead self-defense if it comes to strike you.
Well, I'm sure that wild. I came across a pair of wolves recently, and they mistook me for food. That was their mistake. I don't think they should be punished by death for it. Just like this wild animal wandered too close to, elven territory. Death shouldn't be the punishment. That's not what our god would want. Don't you remember the dreams? It was just yesterday for me.
Interesting. Well, you've piqued my interest in your moral compass. Not very common in this business, so I'll hear you out. Do this task for me, and we'll see what comes next.
All right. Well, you can consider it done. Where is there any way that I could contact you easier than go-betweens?
Yes, just come to my house. That's normally where I spend my time, and you see him like take a small slip of paper and then pass it over to you. Don't give that out to anyone else.
Oh, I would never do anything like that.
Very well. All right then, and you see him drink a second glass of ale. Remember, on him, and then you see him get up and walk out. And you see the barkeep go, well, you gonna have anything?
How much for those 2 drinks?
Oh, he had some expensive taste. It's gonna be 10 gold.
Ah, no, I won't have anything. Yeah, just take the 10 gold.
Alright. As you reluctantly give 10 gold over to the barkeep, what does Izaltee do for the night. The music is kicking into a lively tune, and you see people kind of drinking and having a good time as you kind of sit here in the bar area, kind of out of your element almost. What do you do?
I make a mental note that Kamar Shrival owes me 10 gold. And, I rested. Most of my day was spent gathering materials and information. I haven't done shit. I got spells, so I'm going to cast Mage Armor and go look for this area by the lakeside that
Okay.
Kamaris was talking about.
All right. So you begin heading out into out of the city, and you begin making your way towards the lake right outside of Wailuna. And you begin making your way out there. And how do you attempt to search or solve this said mystery?
Well, I'm going to be cautious my entire way walking up, but not slow. Just kind of looking out, like for things that would eat people alive. And when I get there, I'm gonna look for like the scene of the crime, wherever wherever there's blood or like tracks or anything like that would be left over. I try to find that area, see if it's closer to like the lake or group of bushes, and whichever it's closer to, go off in that direction and try and find an animal.
Okay.
And I'll make some noise on purpose, but stay like alert while doing it because I'm making noise to bring something out.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you are able to try to do that. Make me a survival check as you walk out into the night. You pass all the farmland and make your way towards the lake, and you enter into like kind of it's like green space. Now you are kind of surrounded by short grass as you approach kind of the lakeside and begin making noise. You are able to find not too far off kind of stains of blood that lead you towards the lake.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and figure out what might have done this, based on like the little knowledge that I have or the intelligence I have on like animals or whatever. I'm gonna try and figure out, would this more likely be like a land creature, or is it close enough to a lake that like some aquatic creature could have gotten it, like in my trance last night?
Yeah. Make me a survival check. Yeah, make a survival check. 17.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you are able to gather that this has to be some creature that appeared from the water. And so right now you're about, I'd say, 20 feet away from the lakeside shore. And so you're able to see the tracks that lead into the water. They look amphibious in nature. You see kind of like webbed feet prints kind of coming up and out back into the water. And you also see the trail of blood leading in that same direction. And then out as you look into the nightly lit lakeside, you see the lake kind of shimmering and mirroring the moonlight and stars that are above it. And as you look out into the lakeside, you see movement happening in the water and something rise out. And that is where we'll end off today's session. As you step out and you are met with a a teethy mouth reaching out, looking out towards you. But yeah, that is where I'll end off today's session.
Oh my
And we'll go
god.
to the interview portion of the stream as we close it out. But yeah, thank you all for whoever is watching on YouTube or Twitch. But here we're just gonna chat with Izaltee's player versus 34, see his thoughts as well as any questions that you may have about the campaign or how Izaltee's feeling. But yeah, let's jump into it. What do you think about today's session? I thought it was.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First session of the campaign. First official session of the campaign.
Dude, that Gorn scene. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, it was not something planned. It was more improvised. But I was like, you know what would be perfect in this moment, right? When you're just sitting there, you see it in the distance, your goal, and then he just woof, comes on by. Let's see what is gonna happen. And you saved his spells, and he couldn't roll for a damn and save from yours. So I think it was just perfectly thematic and how it went down.
Literally, I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe, you let me look like a clown and cast sleep on an elf.
Yeah.
Like, as an elf wizard.
Yeah. I think it was just like in the moment that's what you thought to do, and I was like, that makes sense. But yes, unfortunately he couldn't be put to sleep because he's also of elven descent. So
if I was like actually smart, I would have remembered that. But
I thought you were going for the horse, because that would be put to sleep, and to slow him down and at least make it a foot race. I thought you would try to just make it a foot race, but you didn't. You used some of that magic.
I mean, I was gonna try and do the foot race, but then I was like, wait a minute, wait, his horse was just sleeping. Like, what if he got to the horse and was like, "Or wake up, bro"? Like, nah, I don't want that. I was like, he can't take patches because patches need rest.
Patches need rest. He also had half movement, due to how tired he was. So that was
like I knew that his horse would be the way better option, but like it was completely improvised as well. Like I didn't, there's no way I would have planned for that, and I was just like, dude, I love Izaltee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, the city. Man, I thought that I'd get in a bit more trouble for like running into people. Oh, and I also thought that Gorn would be like sticking around or like be near me, but I did not know. Yeah, I did not know that he already had a job lined up and all that stuff.
I did mention it, I think, in session 0.5. He mentioned that he did have some noble house. He didn't say which noble house, but he said he's going to be working for some noble.
Yeah, that's so shady. Their literal name is Green Shadow, and like, okay. Oh, new nobility. My rival's working for Shadow in the name. I don't like this.
You don't like? Well, we'll see how it plays out, because the world is ever moving, ever changing, and Izaltee has started to and is already making impact on some people. And
how was that for you?
It was a lot of fun. I have, of course, I just improv because I don't know what you'll do. I have an idea of what you'll do, but I have to think about kind of how you'll go about things. So I had some NPCs lined up. I didn't think you'd grab a horse. I thought that was creative. So that whole horse stuff, I was like, oh shoot, I don't have any names or any horses, so that was all on the fly. I thought Patches was the best name, because I just described the horse off of that. So
I fuck with that.
Yeah, I think Patches will be a very cool companion to join you. But
My Roach.
Yeah, you're equivalent to Roach. Yeah, from The Witcher.
Wait, have you watched? You know what? Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I've watched. I'm all caught up on The Witcher.
But okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I didn't expect it either. I mean, you heard me say that like I left the city.
I was like, wait a
but then I was like, wait. Yeah, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I check for a horse if I'm in a race? Like,
That's
and
the
so when
best
I got a
way.
horse, did you just
Yeah.
did you say that just Goran had one, or did he always have a horse?
I think Goran always had a horse. It was just that he wasn't moving as fast as you were. I think he was just going at a normal pace. You were like pushing yourself, because if you didn't on that first session when you got to arrive to the city, um, my thought process was if he doesn't roll high enough, he's gonna suffer a point of exhaustion, and that's gonna cause some complications. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you. I feel like you played Izaltee well. Like he would push himself to complete this quote unquote race, even though the stakes weren't very high. I mean, for him they're high, but for Goran they're not as high. So I think that's their discrepancy about where they came from.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was
you know.
trying to do there too. I was like,
Hmm.
that's a lot of money,
Yeah.
and Zalti really could not afford. Like, if he lost, he literally couldn't afford it, and he'd owe his rival. That is
Yeah.
not.
That is not the Izaltee way.
He would not stand for that.
But
He's
yeah.
like, yeah, I'd rather die.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, it looks like we don't have any questions in the chat, so we'll begin to wrap it up here. So thank you to those who watch on YouTube or on Twitch. This has been Ball and Rye here with the first episode of 1v1. Really fun with Verser34. Thank you for always joining me and doing this with me. The YouTube VOD will be up on Tuesday, more than likely. So be sure to check it out then. As well as our next stream will be on the next Sunday at 6 p.m. CST. So hope you are able to tune in and watch. But again, this has been 1v1, a D&D live play podcast where one dungeon master plays with one player to show you that you don't need a big party. All you need is just one buddy, and you can tell a great story. But yeah, thank you those who are watching. Sterling, do you have anything to plug before we head on out?
No, I don't have anything to plug. Just one dungeon, one player. That's all you need.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for Unvanquished for following. They followed 10 minutes ago. I don't know if the alert showed up, but thank you for the follow, and hope to see you next time. But yeah, take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.